Hey guys, it's Chris at Highline Guitars. You're watching another one of my YouTube guitar building videos. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I hope that by the end of the video, I'll have earned the privilege of your subscription. And of course, to everyone who's watching out there, I would encourage you to take a millionth of a second to click or tap that thumbs up button if you enjoy or get anything out of this video. Okay, so what I'm going to talk about today is I want to try to answer a question which has come up a couple of times in the last couple of weeks on one of the videos that I produced a while back. It was a video where I talked about one of my favorite finishes for a guitar neck. And in that, the comment section for that video, what folks were asking, or what several viewers have asked, is when I apply a finish to a guitar neck, do I apply it to the entire heel? And as an extension of that, do I apply it inside of the neck pocket? And that's a really good question because the answer is both yes and no. Now, I know that sounds kind of confusing, but I think once I explain this, you'll understand what I'm talking about. The only time that I will apply finish to the heel of a neck, and we're talking about the sides, the back, and the bottom of the heel, as well as in the neck pocket on the body, is when I'm doing a bolt-in neck like this guitar has. And the reason for that is because even if you have the neck fitting tight and snug in the pocket, if there's bare wood where the two pieces of wood are in contact, there's a good chance that that wood is going to absorb moisture. Now, when I'm talking about moisture, I'm not talking about pouring water on it or sweat from your hands, that sort of thing. I'm talking about a more insidious form of moisture, and that is airborne humidity. Because the water droplets in airborne humidity are so incredibly small that when they enter the wood, they can travel long distances in the wood through the pores. And when that happens, wood can swell, it can bow up, it can bow down, bow to the right, to the left, and it can twist. And the movement that occurs is unpredictable. And whatever movement does occur will affect the setup and the playability of the guitar. So you want the wood to be sealed. And typically when I'm sealing the wood, as I'm applying finish, I'll seal every square inch of the guitar's surface. I'll seal the inside of the neck pocket, the pickup pockets, the control cavity, even the inside of the holes where the controls come up through the body. I'll seal the inside of the tuner holes as well. I cover every bit of wood with sealer. And what I'm talking about is sealer primarily, like in the instance of this guitar, it's an oil type finish like a boiled linseed oil or a tung oil. I also will use in certain situations water-based finishes like a water-based polyurethane, and I'll use that as well. And if it's going to be a bolt-in neck, I'm going to use that sealer over every bit of the guitar so that moisture won't get into it. However, if it's going to be a set-in neck, like this guitar here, this guitar has a glued-in, set-in neck. If that's the type of neck-to-body joint that I'm going to do, then I won't apply any sort of sealer where the neck contacts the body wood in the neck pocket. And the reason for that is because when I'm using glue, the glue itself is going to act like a sealer, and it's going to seal that exposed part of the wood in the joint. Also, if you apply a sealer, whether it's a water-based polyurethane or a nitrocellulose or an oil-based type product, that could inhibit the performance of the glue that you use to glue the neck into the body. Because the way wood glue works is when you apply it to the surface of the wood and then clamp the pieces of wood together, the fibers in both pieces of wood are going to intermingle when the glue is wet. And once the glue dries, those intertwined fibers create an incredibly strong joint. so it's less likely to come apart over time. However, if you apply a sealer or any other type of finish to those surfaces, when you try to glue them together, the glue isn't going to do its job properly. You would have to actually use a different type of adhesive, like an epoxy or a cyanoacrylate. And the problem with that is you're still not actually gluing the bare pieces of wood together. You're actually just bonding the thin coats of sealer together. So the bonding strength is not going to be sufficient to keep the neck and the body together over a long period of time. So in summary, when it comes to putting sealer around the heel of the neck and inside the neck pocket, I only do that if I'm making a bolt-in guitar. I don't do it if I'm going to be doing a set-in neck for the reasons I just explained. And for those of you out there who will have this compelling urge to comment that applying sealer to the heel of your guitar neck and inside the pocket is going to inhibit the transfer of tone and sustain, that's nonsense because I've done it both ways and it makes no difference whatsoever. So I really think that the effect of humidity getting absorbed into the wood is far more destructive to the performance of your guitar than the issue of whether or not there's going to be sufficient transfer of tone from the neck to the wood of the body. And, you know, we're talking about solid body electric guitars here. We're not talking about acoustic guitars, so it's not the same issues. So don't confuse the two. At any rate, that's my thoughts on the subject. I hope that you found this video to be useful and it will benefit you as you plan your guitar build, whether it's a complete from scratch custom build with a set-in neck, or if it's a kit guitar that might include a bolt-in type neck. Either way, I hope you've enjoyed this video. For those of you who are new, again, welcome. I hope you'll click that subscribe button. And for everybody else, I hope that this video warrants you to click that thumbs up button down below. And until the next episode, as always, take care, stay safe, and I hope you'll be back for more guitar building adventures in the future.